why I dance whenever the show starts with the logo over my face. So.
See them sexy hands.
You're going to be the only one in it.
It's only me.
It's probably going to have Cody and Derek on the edges. And then we're going to pull that logo right now so you can see my beautiful face. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. My name's Steve Shafer.
I'm Cody Adams.
I'm Sarah Shafer.
Whoa, I'm Derek.
And this is a Damn Good Time podcast. Put a little stank on her there.
I felt like the music needed it there.
All right.
Stank sauce.
On this week's episode, we have Derek Keck and Sarah Shafer on the show. We're going to taste Millersburg Brewery's barrel-aged Imperial pumpkin ale.
Oh, yeah.
Then on Cody's cocktail corner, it's going to mix us up a cosmopolitan.
Cosmos.
Cosmos.
Sex in the City, baby.
We're going to have some cosmopolitans. And then we're going to talk about all things good and have ourselves a damn good time.
All things good. Have a damn good time.
All things good.
Not bad.
I never knew what to do with that last sentence. You know, it's like, we did all this, we're going to do this. Like, that's all obviously pretty easy and standard for me to do. But then, that last sentence, and then we're talking, and then we're going to talk.
I should maybe just say, let's have a damn good time.
Let's have a damn good time. Hiya! Hit him with it. Maybe I need, one of those cheesy soundboards like you got on, the old school morning radio. Like a fucking,
Look, cop sounds,
yeah.
random things. Right. Yeah. Look, Facebook's been hitting me with this new mixer. It costs $500, but it has the sound that you can put the audio soundboard. And I'm like, ooh,
is it the Rodecaster Pro?
Yeah, it is.
The Rodecaster Pros are dope.
They keep hitting me with that one. They're like, Cody, you want to buy it?
And then we need the Rodecaster mics because those are dope too. Those are $500 a piece.
Yeah, let's just drop a couple grand.
Yeah, fuck it.
Right?
It's just money.
I mean, we already did. Let's just do it again.
You can make more money. Money's
fill her up again.
No.
Yes. Shut up. You're never allowed on the show ever again.
My last 2
you're
minutes.
banned.
Get out of here. Kidding. Let's start with an introduction here. We have my beautiful wife,
Hello.
Sarah Shafer, on the show. This marks the first female ever on the show.
Yay.
For some reason, girls just don't want to hang out with us. I don't get it.
I have no idea why.
Right. But, yeah.
I get it.
But yeah, so we have some beautiful hair in the studio.
Oh, yay.
Talking about Derek.
Ah.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that one set up before.
Dang it. Totally fell for it.
You thought about that all week.
No, actually,
Yeah, you were thinking about that.
I did. I actually did think about it today, and I almost wanted to be scripted. I'm like, no, she's going to walk right into that
I
one.
straight in. Smacked right into it.
Every time Derek's on the show, I just have to comment on his beautiful, beautiful hair.
Thanks, guys.
And you do have beautiful hair. I tell you that all the time.
Oh, shut up.
What?
No, nothing. I don't know. Just, I
And
don't
then
have much
obviously-
of it left, but it's all right. I don't know.
You have
It's
beautiful
blonde.
color of your
People
hair.
sitting there.
And then the other man over there, you've met him before, but that's Derek Keck.
Fabulous Derek Keck over there.
The fabulous. So, yeah, that's what you got to look forward to. These four fucks talking to you for a little while.
4 fucks.
4 fucks.
4 beautiful fucks.
How's your week been, Cody?
I mean, good until right now. Everybody else got a compliment. I got jack shit, but
Dude.
that's fine.
The beautiful.
Hey, you handsome
I didn't get a
man.
fucking
You-
compliment either, so.
Well, I mean, you look great, Steve.
Hey, you look beautiful too.
I just rub you 2 down in butter. And
I love you. Okay, now I guess we got to go
Is that-
around.
is that good? Is that-
Is this like peer leadership camp where now we got to go around and say 3 nice things about each other?
No, see, and you said, we know women like us. That's why I haven't been on the show. I think they're just, intimidation of the sexual factor that's going to be there.
That's true.
And it's going to be very hard. They're going to be extremely nervous.
Yep.
Luckily, Sarah has seen us both naked. So it's fine.
No, I have not.
Well,
When was that?
you were asleep. No, but I'd throw that one out there too. That was good.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
I just came up with that one on the fly too.
Yeah.
Boom! I didn't work on that. You're
Bingo.
way behind.
Hey, this
Bingo,
off
bingo.
script. I love it.
Bingo,
No,
bingo.
my week's been good.
Yeah.
Just dealing with the new babies.
The brand new babies.
And speaking of new babies, my wife's sister is literally in labor as I speak right now. So that's in Michigan. So obviously we would be there if not, but they're in Michigan. So
How far apart is that from like your kids to their cousin? Like what?
17 days?
17 days.
Yeah, so on the October 20th. So yeah, 17 days.
17 days.
Originally when our due dates came out, it was like literally a week apart. But obviously I have 7 twins, pushed our due date up, blah, blah, blah. So
Boom.
yeah. So my mother-in-law gets to be a grandma of 3, like, bam, in
Boom.
3 weeks.
Like
Yeah.
Instagramma.
No grandbabies, the 3 grandbabies.
Boom.
And my father-in-law too,
Yeah.
But yeah, so hopefully all goes well there. And hopefully after the show, I'll make the call and hopefully the baby came out and everything's good.
Yeah.
Everybody's healthy. So.
Everybody's happy, healthy, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed, prayers out there.
Babies times.
Thoughts and wishes.
There's nothing but babies with me, I guess. That's it. That's all I got is babies, man.
Baby news.
That's it.
Yeah.
Whole bunch of baby stuff.
I go to work and I come home and just deal with babies all day. So
Yeah, I kind of do take over your life there for a little bit.
Yeah.
For like 18 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that.
I get a little.
Or life. It's for your life.
It's one of those lifelong STDs, you know? I'm kidding. Kids are a blessing, and I love my 2 boys.
Hashtag blessed.
Get a little Xbox in here
Hashtag
and there,
blessed.
and that's about all you can do. You know?
Yeah, speaking of Xbox, we finally got to hook up and play some Diablo.
Yeah, we did.
Shout out Tyler Dutton. He was on there with us. Did a little bit of Diablo 2 last night. That was fun.
The old school remastered Diablo 2 Resurrected, they're calling it on Xbox. Good time.
Yeah, and as much as I love doing this show, today I was kind of thinking like, man, it'd be kind of cool to like come home and just get on Diablo. But the show must go on.
Yeah, we got you. Prioritize some things.
Yep.
How was your week?
Oh, it was all right. It was a week. I had to pull an extra shift at the plant. I worked. It sounds like such a weird thing to say. Yeah, they made me pull an extra shift at the plant.
So you finally got some OT.
Yeah, I went to work on Sunday.
Nice.
But the cool thing was whenever you go in on overtime, unless there's big shit going on, I only had to chase 1 crew, so I didn't do much. And I got Hulu on my phone, so I was able to peep the Browns a little bit.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
See that win. I know it's coming up after their next game, but that was the Minnesota Vikings. That was the most boring second half of football I think I've ever watched in my life.
Yeah, it was a big defensive game.
It was so gross. Nothing happened.
I know sports, right?
Yeah.
Baker wasn't money, but that's all right. He'll get there.
Football,
Yeah.
sports.
What do you think that is the funnest part about football? Is it punting?
I like it when someone hits.
No,
a
that's
home
a joke,
run.
man. It's a joke. Don't do it.
Yeah, because punting sucks, and that's all that happened in the second quarter.
Oh,
It was
okay.
like,
I didn't know. That
We
was
got
a
the
setup.
ball.
I didn't know.
we got the ball. Now we're gonna punt. We got the ball. Now we're gonna punt. Like it's just a bunch of punting.
Yeah,
But
I miss
don't know.
that game. I've watched every game before, but
yeah?
yes, I have.
That's cool. But you missed. Well, you didn't miss much. You just missed a bunch of punting.
Bunch of punt. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. I've had these friends. I won't name their names in case they get offended by it, but them. That would be like, yay, sports type of guys. Like you were watching the game and I get serious about Ohio State game or I get serious about a Browns game. And then I have those friends be like, yay, sports. But now I've completely flipped and are following everything and doing that. And mainly because they got a fantasy football league just for something to do. And it's now they're all into it. And it's
they're super sports
it's
players.
fun, isn't it?
Go sports.
Yeah.
Well, and I
I'm
know one of the ones you're talking about, Tyler. I don't think he'll care if we call him out, but yeah, he always hated sports.
Yeah.
And he'd show up to we're getting together for the football game. He's like, yeah, sports, I don't care. But he's in a fantasy football shit. So even today, he's like, why is so he's going through his shit. It's like, why is so and so questionable? Did he hurt himself? I'm like, I don't. So he's almost way more into it than I am.
Oh.
But then again, I've never been super into sports. But
Yeah.
I like watching him and I'll pay attention. But
Yeah, right. I'm the same.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
But yeah, I don't remember a lot of people's names or stats and bullshit like that. So I think it's something too. It's been progressing more as I'm getting older. Maybe it's more of an old man thing. It's and then you start remembering numbers and yardage. And
All right. Well, is anyone following and my brain's dead right now, the Ohio State, the No, he's for the. Is he for Jackson? He's playing NFL now, or he's not
Urban
playing.
Meyer.
He's Urban Meyer, yeah,
he's
coaching.
a coach.
Yeah.
No.
I've seen. I read an article about that, but then I haven't seen where it's gone. But for those that don't know, Urban Meyer used to be the Ohio State football coach.
Yes.
He's now in the NFL.
Jacksonville Jaguars, right? I think.
I can't remember.
I think that's right.
But anyway, they're like 0-4 right now. And he was out partying around Columbus and had some really young girl like dancing on his lap in a bar. And somebody, of course, in the day and age of cameras in everybody's pockets, somebody recorded it.
Then got caught.
Yeah.
There's like different angles. I think multiple people did.
Yeah. So now I'm sure he has to explain to his wife. He's like, I don't know. She was just there. But
I mean, hey, it's
yeah.
Sometimes you're just a old lonely man. Maybe his wife are on the rocks. Maybe they're
That's
mid
true.
divorce. You never know.
She could have been doing the exact same thing with the gardener at that point in time. You don't know.
Well, yeah. Well, anyway, I think she came out as she's standing by him as now, I guess. But
Yeah.
she's protecting her investments.
Right. Protecting the investments.
I don't know. All I know is he was a damn fine Ohio State coach.
Yeah.
I really
But-
don't care what he does after that.
Right.
Run an NFL team into the ground and get some lap dances, whatever.
Yeah. And it's not like it was a lap dance. Like it was just, he had his clothes on, she had her clothes on. It was just like a bar.
What's the question? Was he trying to like keep her away, or was he kind of like trying to feel up?
It was definitely a push.
I watched the video. It was like
The best way, he
Stay
knows
on the man.
Multiple pushes.
the best way to push her away is by grabbing firmly by the buttocks and
Right.
trying, but she was too strong. She kept driving the feet. That's a big thing in football when you're trying to box, move people. She was driving her feet back, and he was sitting on a chair, so he couldn't drive his feet to push her away.
I mean, she could be insanely smart and be like, if I get this picture with him, like, I'm going to get $1 million.
Yeah.
Like,
Or she could just been drunk and be like, I'm going to dance on this guy's lap.
I'm going to go dance on Urban's lap.
yeah.
Hey!
Probably not even money. It'll just be clout on the internet. She'll be on fucking TikTok going like, I was the girl that danced on her fire.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Check out my TikTok. Go to my OnlyFans.
It still makes her
sounds
famous.
Yeah.
I mean,
Does still make her famous, I guess.
guy as famous as Urban Meyer, it's a big deal.
Yup.
Couldn't pick him out of the lineup.
No, probably not.
No.
Well, no, you couldn't, but there's probably a couple million people that could.
Yeah.
So, if at least.
You could literally be like, hey, that's that
Maybe
guy.
50
And
million.
I'd be like, oh, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like
Oh,
every
it's a
other.
deep fake. It wasn't even real.
Yeah.
He knows at his bar
Right.
in Dublin, Ohio.
Right.
Somebody just put his face on there.
But yeah, so my beautiful wife,
Yeah, what's up?
thanks for coming on the podcast.
Hey, no problem.
It's awesome having you here.
Thanks.
I don't think there's really any introduction you need to do unless you want to tell the fans a little bit about yourself. But I was going to ask you how your week's been. You got anything fun to talk about?
No, typical week for our mom, and I work at a restaurant a couple days a week, and
Yeah,
just typical week. Nothing too crazy.
nothing too crazy.
Nope. Got nothing. I'm sorry, I'm not very entertaining.
Could go Sarah.
I know. Well,
And moving
geez,
on.
I worked 3 days. I worked 3 days a week.
script.
Okay.
Good thing.
At some point, we all worked in a restaurant together.
Yeah, we did.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
Every
all-
single one of us.
Yeah, I worked at multiple restaurants with you.
Yeah, we worked at multiple places together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have.
A couple restaurants with Steve.
That's I've been thinking. Well, I don't. We've been talking a little bit about like if we'd probably take off a little more, or because most podcasts kind of have like a niche. There's not too many of them where they just sit down and bullshit, and I do like that format, and I love it a lot. But like if we ever get big enough and we can create a spinoff, it should be like restaurant stories where we just sit down and we literally just say,
Oh,
and I know
God.
Oh
we,
God, we have
many.
so many.
yeah, we
So
incorporate
many.
we incorporate a lot of them to the show, but like we need to sit down and like write them all out so we remember to actually like talk about them, like kind of
Yes.
pick the details out and like go into depth because restaurant stories are fucking great. Like I
So
love
much
them.
fun. I have so many from the job that I have now. So many interesting ones. Oh man.
Any you want to highlight right now?
A guy, very well dressed, came and sat down at the bar towards the end of the evening. Just so happened that all we had left in the restaurant was all women. He was the only man left in there besides for our line cooks. I'm the front of house manager there. The owners weren't there. And then all of a sudden, I smell marijuana, like smoke. It's smoke. And I ran.
Oh, not even like a vape. Just he was.
No, not
smoking.
like a vape pen or anything like that. It was just like someone lit a joint in the restaurant.
Huh.
Ran back to like where it was coming from. It was from the men's bathroom, and there was ashes. And like I opened up the door, and there's just smoke just billows out of the bathroom.
Hell yeah, dude.
And then there's ashes in there, and I walk up to the guy at the bar. First of all, I went back to see if my line cooks were all there, and that wasn't them.
That's
Obviously.
usual suspects.
right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then they were all there still. So I went up to the guy at the bar. I'm like, and he reeked of pot at this time. Like, I was like, sir, did you smoke pot in the bathroom? Yeah, I was going to talk to a manager about that. Complain. I'm like, sir,
Nice.
sir,
Right, so there's
you're
eyes
the
all
only
fucking
man in
glossy
here.
shit.
like, yeah.
Yeah, man, dude. Like,
Yeah, I was going to talk to someone about that. I want to
Bro.
complain to the manager. I'm like, sir, please pay your tab and get out, please, before you call the cops. Just like, that's just one of my evenings. just
Hell yeah.
He was in a suit and really, we're really like a nice establishment in our area.
so then you met him behind a dumpster and you guys smoked that joint, right?
Shh, don't say
How was it?
That was the
No.
usual place in restaurants to smoke.
You're like, he was wearing a fucking suit. Of course he could afford good weed.
that.
I'm glad you
Restaurant
smoked that
smoking
joint.
etiquette. It's always
That's
behind
not-
a dumpster.
That's what normally that doesn't what goes down behind a dumpster.
Dude, I still remember there's a dishwasher at the Lighthouse Bistro. Fuck, his name is Craig, the older Craig, the one that played drums, and he's like, I taught Tommy Lee how to play drums. I'm like, no, the fuck you didn't, you fucking loser. Shut up. You don't even have fucking teeth. He had like 3 teeth, right? Like, you don't even have teeth. You didn't teach Tommy Lee how to fucking play, not Tommy. Yeah. Why am I, okay. I was thinking Tommy Lee Jones. I'm like, that's not right.
Tommy Lee. Well, that's more believable, I guess.
So anyway.
I don't think he's good. I've never heard him play, you know.
Anyway, the dude was trying to suck up to me. He's like, yeah, man, I'm going behind the dumpster. We're going to smoke a joint. I'm like, what? And he's like, I don't think you can say that. Well, no, that was just when I was like a line cook and shit. Like, and I was out there smoking a cigarette, and he's like, hey, man, you want to like hit this with me? And he pulls out the tiniest little pinner. Like, there was, yeah, like there was so much more paper than there was joint. Like, honestly, and I'm not even exaggerating. Think like when you take apart like a Bic pen, the ink tube that's in there.
Yeah.
That's how big the fucking joint was.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
He had
Let's
that
sell it.
much weed. He had that much weed that he was like willing to share with me. I'm like, bro, dude, thanks for getting my back. Like, what the fuck? I'm gonna get cancer from paper. I'm not even gonna get high. Fuck off.
Thanks.
So stupid. And he thought he was doing me a favor.
Oh Lord.
I'm like, all right, thanks, bud.
Well, maybe it was smart. Maybe he just needed one drag, so he could just rip it down in one little, and then it was gone.
He brought it to share.
That's a valid point.
Well,
Maybe he wanted to burn me down so that I could be cool with him because he was a shitbox employee, so I fucked with him a lot, and I was just, you gotta do this faster. You know, I was always on his ass.
he was trying to find some common ground.
Yeah,
with
he's
you.
like, you know what? I'll burn him down and it'd be cool with me. And then he brings a fucking Bic pen ink fucking insert. So,
Thanks, bro.
yeah. So we've asked everybody else. How about you, Derek? You got anything you want to talk about? Did you have a good week?
I had a great week. I mean, nothing really crazy happened. Just actually, Eric, one of our brewers left. He's going to be a head brewer at Lineage Brewing Company in Columbus. So
Okay.
So we're down a man, but we're doing good. We're kind of out of our busy season right now. So
Yeah.
just me, Buck, and Marty still making
Just
beer. I
making
got
a
a whole
bunch
bunch
of
of fun releases coming out here pretty soon. Too,
I saw
so.
that.
One I'm really excited about, the Bada Bing Pilsner. It's an Italian Pilsner.
Okay.
So I think like Peroni, something like that.
Are you gonna
just-
put
it's
put
crap.
the hand doing this on the
Bada Bing!
yeah on the label?
Yes. Spaghetti.
Spaghetti. Yeah, that's cool. I
Can
saw
we
that.
that,
offend all time?
and I saw the list. You posted it, and there
Derek's
was.
part Italian.
I don't think I've ever tried Kolsch. I want to try Kolsch.
That is a German light ale.
It's like their lightest beer.
It's very it takes a little bit longer to make, kind of like a lager. But it's like a very light German beer.
Yeah.
A smidge hoppiness, but it's not like, people who don't like hoppy beers, things like that. It's a good beer to drink. It's just a light German beer.
Well, it was Anthony Bourdain that I saw. He went to somewhere, and he's like, That's all. That's like Kolsch is like water to them. That's like, they wake up and they like they have lunch. There's like 5 Kolsch.
Yeah,
and they just
exactly.
get smashed, and I'm like, dude, that kind of like it seems like a fun party beer. So
Oh yeah, it is, and
like,
it's normally a lower alcohol beer, so it's like an all day drinker too.
It's your,
Like,
it's your
it's
Bud
good,
Light,
yeah.
it's your Coors Light, it's our
Yeah.
Miller Light. I need, but just a little bit more to it.
Yeah,
That's about it.
exactly.
Yeah. That's
Because Germans mostly have a lot of lagers. It's one more. They're kind of like more ale style beers. It's just different beer, but it's our. We actually have that coming out, and then we have another version of it, same recipe except for we're using M&H Beans, which is a local bean roaster around here. I think actually Andrew at Lockport's used them before too for his coffee beer. I think I don't know. He might do a coffee Kolsch too, but I forget what he does, but ours is coffee Kolsch. It's just really awesome.
Yeah,
I'm really happy with
that's
it.
coming out later.
Yes.
Later.
Yep.
Yeah, the regular Kolsch is coming. I saw the whole list and I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm gonna try that.
And I got a fun. Well, I got an American wheat beer. It's one of my beers. That I originally wrote the recipe for. It's gonna be fermented. It's fermented out with basically like grape concentrate.
Okay.
So it's gonna be kind of like a white wine-ish Pinot Grigio American wheat beer.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yep. I hopped it with hops that give out a lot of the aroma, and I'm using experimental yeast.
Experimental.
Yep. Genetically modified, 100% GMO.
Nice.
Nice.
Non-organic.
You know, where nature fails.
Yeah.
Science.
That should be on the can.
where nature fails, science prevails.
That's what, yeah, Buck's like, because he keeps, he's like, oh, this is a GMO. And I'm like, cool, hippie.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And you're even like, I don't even want to put GMO water in this. Can we genetically modify water here? Come on, let's do this.
Figure it out.
No, it's cool. But the yeast I'm using actually gives off, it's supposed to actually make kind of that wine nature come out of like hops, everything. It's what it's designed to do. It's really kind of a cool thing. I've never played around with it before. They're like, hey, what's this recipe? And I just kind of threw it at them. And things I was just dreaming about, and I didn't put it to paper. So I'm like, I hope this works.
So you can't even use that excuse. Like, what's the old excuse? Like, whenever you do something and it turns out shit, and you're like, well, it looked good on paper. Like,
Yeah, right.
You can't even use
It wasn't
that.
even paper. I just
hell yeah.
Yep. That's dope. Just making beers, huh?
was making beers,
Just
man.
fucking making
That's
beers.
it.
That's the life, dude.
I mean, you look at all those different GMO products. It's funny when you talk about the GMOs and stuff, and like everybody freaks out about it. Like, oh my god, they did this or did that. It's like there's like basically taking the best things, taking the best of the best,
Yeah.
and making it the best. It's
Right.
I'm a science guy. I like science.
when you have like GMO raised corn,
Yeah.
seeds made from corn.
Have you ever had organic corn? It sucks. It sucks. There's not much on it.
It's it's half rotten.
Bugs are all over it. Give me
It's
that
like-
GMO corn with some pesticide on it. I'm good to go.
We made this corn to be plump and juicy. I'm sorry.
Right.
The only thing I did see one time is
yeah.
though, like there's like 40 different variations of corn, and I've only ever tried like 2.
sweet corn.
Sweet corn.
Well, obviously we've had a lot of everybody's had a lot of this.
I know.
normal.
What other corn
Normal
is
corn,
there?
sweet corn. Yeah, that's
Yellow-
two right there. Two
Yellow
sweet
corn?
There's like
white
blue
sweet
corn.
And then you get like the mixed sweet corn.
And there's all these old like Indian corns, and
Yeah,
I
there's
saw
some
this.
maize.
I saw this guy that
Yeah.
had like all these different corn seeds, and he like grew these corns, and they all had like different colors, and they're like beautiful looking, and most of them look still like they're plump and like good, but
Can you
like
eat the like purple corn and stuff off the cob?
Yeah.
I've only seen it as decor, honestly.
Yeah, and it's always dried out.
Right.
Like feed corn.
Yeah, I thought it was like more
Right.
feed corn than anything.
yeah, but could you imagine? Okay, so any of those things, right? You have to make it where like you're gonna sell to people, like.
Yeah.
You're not going to unless
Yeah.
you're going to eat it yourself because nobody's ever going to buy. Who the hell is going to buy it just to eat?
Right.
They want the perfect yellow corn. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think absolutely you could eat it and you could grind it and make it into corn flour too. But
Yeah.
I think a lot of people do that.
Well,
I've
like
seen
that's
it, yeah.
the difference between like feed corn and you just let it sit on the stalk till it like dries out, right?
right, yeah, 100%.
So you could probably find that blue corn whenever it's still the stalks are still green. I bet you it's still soft, but it probably doesn't taste as good. That's why nobody eats it.
I thought there's a huge difference between like cornfields and like sweet corn.
Feed corn and sweet corn they treat differently, and there's probably a lot more starch, less sugary content to the feed corn, and they probably spray a lot more pesticides on it because they don't care about fucking cows eating it.
Yeah.
You know?
Then,
Like,
Yeah, okay.
then we
Yeah.
get that dairy or we get that meat and then
yeah.
Right.
And then you eat the pesticides through the milk and the
Yeah.
beef that you eat that the cows
Wonderful.
and the pigs have all ate.
Pesticide milk.
What doesn't
Yeah.
what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and then eventually kills
The
you.
worst,
Yeah, well, yeah.
And then eventually good. Yeah, exactly.
the worst, the one that I don't agree with is most modern pesticides have like a nicotine base to them,
Yes.
and they kill honeybees.
Oh, that's a problem.
Yep.
Yeah, because honeybees are super important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doug's on the show now. Doug's
Yeah.
barking his ass off upstairs.
That's not the good bark either. I might have to go check that out.
There's nobody at the front door.
Oh, okay. My goodness.
So we're
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
We're good.
Maybe
Shut
the
the
front door.
fuck up, Doug.
Hey, it's all right. A little dog in the background.
Yeah.
What do you think
animals,
about?
folks.
Okay, what do you think about the different like colors of carrots? Because I had a customer complain that her carrots were all white, and this one was spoiled because it was purple.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, "Ma'am, those are heirloom carrots. They come in different colors." And she's like, "I've never heard of that before. Can I just have orange ones?" And I was like,
Yeah.
I
You're
guess."
If you want to be a fucking nerd
I
about
was
it.
like, so I went back in the line. Can I have like a thing of all orange carrots? She's against the different colors. Like, I don't know.
Racist.
Wow. Yeah, that
Whoa.
lady wanted her carrots segregated.
She did.
She was only about the orange. She's only about the Oompa Loompas. I guess that's fine, you know.
There's always
But and people have had heirloom tomatoes before. Everybody's
Yeah.
had heirloom tomatoes. That's the
Yeah.
most popular one.
yeah.
Heirloom tomatoes, right? And
Not genetically modified.
I'll tell you what, some of those heirloom tomatoes are like the best tomato I've ever had. You know,
Yeah.
hands down, they
Yeah.
are. Like,
'Cause what-
there's been some that I got that were just amazing. We used to have a purveyor that brought us them to
Yep.
the restaurant. And
Yep.
they were awesome until she couldn't bring us anymore
You get
because
the
we
Mr.
killed her.
You get the Mr. Stripeys and the purple ones, and like, oh my
Yeah.
god, they were so fucking sweet and delicious and juicy.
There's so much good
Kind of creepy.
different produce out there that you don't buy at the grocery store. That's the only thing we're missing.
Yeah.
We need more of that brought into grocery stores and set up. And I don't want an organic section set up. I hate that. I want like a farmer's corner section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a
I don't want
variety. Yeah.
This because that organic section that's set up there, and I don't care if you have to have a farmer section with a warning on it, like this was bought from a local farm. We don't know what they put on it. If you buy this
Eat at
shit,
your
Yeah. We're not liable.
it
or
might
whatever.
kill you.
Eat at your own risk.
It could have
Wash this shit.
skulls on it.
Just
Yeah.
watch
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I watch vegetables.
But it's
It'll probably
probably
have more warning signs on it than cigarettes.
yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
10 times better than anything else you get in the
Right.
store. But,
Right.
like more farmers markets, more farmers corner, and
Have you
and
ever
that's
been
what he was
to
doing.
the one, the farmer's market in Worcestershire? Down by the canoe livery? Is it still going?
That one I don't know, but I was going to bring up.
I've lived there forever and I've never been to it, but I've heard of it.
They have a
Yeah.
new one. They have a new one behind the wine rack there in Philly.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
I've not been to that one either.
I haven't either.
the
Yeah.
same company, the same people that own Alley Cats. That one's called
Market Corner, I think, or Green Corner, something like that.
something like that.
I've seen their posts up and stuff like that. I have not been in there. I also have a Sharesville corner farmers market. They do. I have been to that, and here's my problem.
Okay.
You have it on Friday and Saturday, Sunday mornings. I think it's Friday and Saturday mornings.
Yeah.
One Friday morning I'm working. Saturday morning,
I'm not
Hungover
getting
as
up.
fuck.
I ain't
I'm not gonna
driving
get up
over
for
there
some
to go to
tomatoes.
farmer's market. Yeah, I'm not driving over there to be like, oh, let me get my produce on Saturday morning from the farmer's market. No,
No.
I want it somewhere convenient, 24 hours a day.
24 hours a day. You want
Well,
farmers sitting
Ideally,
out
it sounds.
with the
12
truck
hours a day.
open.
Yeah.
Well, I pass them all the time in like Amish country out, because Millersburg and everything, and yeah, I'm always like, that's like a great idea in my head in the mornings. I'm
Right.
like, oh fuck it, I'm not stopping.
Yeah, man.
I get home,
I'm
You know,
gonna
it's
talk to
the-
people.
I gotta come sit on the couch and watch
of-
Netflix,
Instead of swinging through,
not mow my lawn.
instead of swinging through McDonald's for that McMuffin, I'm gonna go get me a tomato for breakfast.
Yeah, fuck
Tomato.
that. I just go to McDonald's.
All right. Well, that's gonna be my goal for this week is to go to a farmer's market.
Now, if they had heirloom hash browns and heirloom egg
No,
muffins,
yeah, yes.
then I'll swing
Yes.
in it all day,
Heirloom
all day,
McMuffins.
day, and an heirloom diet Coke. Like,
Is this?
Everybody,
Just
if there's
genetically
anybody from a
modified.
bigger city watching us and listen to
Yeah.
us. They're probably like,
These stupid
we idiots.
idiots.
We have that all the time.
Yeah.
Like we have our little market down here. We don't.
We
Yeah,
don't.
it's
We
just-
have Walmart.
We're too
And
raw. We're too
Bueller's.
spread out.
And
Yeah.
Bueller's.
Which is a local
We do.
grocery store, and Ollie's. That's about it.
Yep.
We're too spread out. Population's too spread out, too thin down through here, which is a great thing, by the way.
Which honestly, our area makes a lot of the food that probably goes to some of these bigger cities and their farmers markets. They're like I love when we get a corn stand up here early in the season. It's like, it's Marietta sweet corn, and then in the late season, it's like finally it's our sweet corn.
Yeah.
And no matter where you're at, there's like a Dollar General in 5 miles of wherever you're standing in Ohio.
Dude, the one
Yeah.
that's out by you guys, where did that show up at?
That's
Which one? The one in Sherridsburg? The one
They
in
pop up
Delroy?
overnight.
The one in Sherridsville. It was literally in the middle of nowhere.
There's two within
5 miles.
5 miles.
That's
of
I swear to God,
ridiculous.
it's all
Yeah.
the time. Yeah.
I drove out there. I drove the back way from here to your house, and like it popped over the corner. I'm like, when the hell did that? I didn't even see it under construction
Yeah.
all summer. That
Well,
was like,
They do it so much it's even a meme now. They'd say like, the meme is like, here's a beautiful plot of
Oh, yeah.
grass in the middle of nowhere. It looks fine, and the Dollar General's like, we got this.
Well, if I'm heading to my parents in Berlin, or I'm going to Bolivar for some reason, I literally my drive home, I hit one in Bolivar, I hit one in Berlin, and then I hit one. I think there's one in Weinsberg now, and then I hit one in Beach City, and then Bolivar.
Yeah.
It just all
you
the way
know how
down
you know
line.
it's getting bad is Mineral City has its own Dollar General now.
Yeah.
It's across from the old Whistle Stop, which is our Steinig's Bakery.
Talk about
That's ridiculous.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a
they
Dollar
got one
General
there now.
across from Steinig's now.
Okay, that popped up out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's next to like the.
So Mineral City, for you guys listening that don't know, is this old
Beautiful,
coal
quaint.
town.
old beautiful.
Old coal town that was built basically back when they were mining a lot of coal.
Yeah. And minerals. That's why they named it Mineral City.
Exactly.
Oh, that's
But
clever.
it's not a city.
And now it's,
It's a town.
I wouldn't say completely ran down, but most of it's run down. Like there's no convenience stores left. The only thing that's left standing from that time is probably this donut shop called Steinig's
God,
Bakery.
so
Oh,
good.
Steinig's.
So fucking good, though.
So good.
And as you can tell, everybody loves
Yeah,
it.
they got them
Yeah.
sausage sandwiches there in the mornings.
Yeah.
Oh my God, their French
Great.
bread pizzas.
Yeah.
Pieces, the
Pizzas.
donuts, pies.
There's
Sorry,
two
we-
bars in the town with a population of about 200 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like it's
A bakery.
It's a
and now
one-horse town with a lot of mules.
People drink there a lot.
And now they're like, hey, guess what? We're going to throw Dollar General, right? Bam.
So awesome.
But hey, man, they probably do a pretty good business. there.
Again, because there's not really nothing that close.
Yeah,
is
there's
there?
nothing. There's Besides Steinig's Bakery, there's
Yeah.
no grocery.
No,
You can
there's-
go into
gotta go
Steinig's
fr-
for 50 cents and come out with a box of donuts and 3
Oh my
drinks
God!
somehow.
At the end of the day,
So ridiculous.
at the
Sorry.
end of the day, well,
I wasn't
yeah.
done with Steinig's yet, you guys. I'm sorry.
Hey, no, you're fine.
Dude, I love
I get it.
Steinig's.
I get it. It's great.
Go 5 miles north and you'll find another Dollar General
Oh, yeah.
right
the
outside.
Crossroads.
So it's fine.
Yeah.
I pulled
Oh
the
my
5
God.
mile out of my ass, but I think that's right.
Yeah.
It just-
No,
it just
you're
seems
not
right.
wrong.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
look at a map with a little like pin in every
Dollar
single
General
Dollar General
placements.
location. I bet
They hit the rural areas. It's a smart concept. You hit the rural areas because instead of them going to Walmart that day,
Yeah, I do it all the time because we have one
Just
less
go
than
hit the
5
Dollar
miles away from
General.
our house. I'm like, I'll just go to Dollar General real quick.
And I swear,
yeah.
like the concept of the stores like have cheaper things, but you can still get like I don't know, like a name brand deodorant. You get it for $2.75, whereas if like a big store's $2.95. Like yeah, you save some money, but like
It's not really a dollar
the savings
store.
aren't that great.
Yeah.
But it's convenient because they place them out in the middle of fucking nowhere where people need
Do you
to get
need
there.
wrapping paper
Yeah.
or a gift bag on the way to a party?
Right.
oh,
Dollar General.
yeah,
Batteries.
card.
Yeah.
You need
Gift
some
cards.
batteries.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Birthday cards.
You need a phone.
Birthday
Lifesaver.
cards are great.
Yeah.
You need a
They're
phone.
they're so generically bad. They're fantastic.
I know,
they're
I
the
love 'em so
absolute
much.
best.
Now
Yes.
I will say, my Dollar General in Delroy now put produce in.
It's a
Shut up.
It's a Delroy or no, sorry,
Dollar
it's a
General
Dollar
Plus.
General Market.
It's not a market.
No.
It's just a Dollar General still, but they
No
put
shit.
produce in. And I was like,
He's acting all fancy.
where
'cause
the
his
hell are
Dollar
they getting
General's
this
better.
produce from?
I will say he does have the better one.
Where are they getting this produce from? And all of a sudden, I saw Cern & Sons truck pull up,
Oh, no
Oh, yeah,
shit.
okay.
which is a local Ohio company.
Yeah.
So they're getting good produce in and putting it on the shelves.
Yeah.
And they're not selling for much either. And I was like, oh wow, okay, like I can get good produce here. So
You can go get that morning tomato.
yeah,
That morning tomato.
get them my morning morning
Morning tomatoes.
Morning tomato.
I shove it right in a green pepper and I just eat the whole thing.
Healthy.
But yeah,
I can just see you driving down the road with a steering wheel in one hand, tomato in the other, and just eating it like an apple.
yeah. And that,
Juice is just.
I just
And I would
throw-
drive by and I'd see you and I'd be like, what the fuck's that guy?
You ever heard of a morning tomato?
I buy 2 sticks of pepperoni and a hard-boiled egg, and I shove it in there, and it's called stuffed pepper.
2 cigarettes. That's my breakfast.
All right, I think we need to get off the
Delightful.
Dollar Generals.
Okay.
we just,
Yeah,
we
probably.
just did a good 5 minutes on Dollar Generals.
We did a lot of time on that. And now this week on Cody's Cocktail Corner. Cody's Cocktail Corner.
We need
a song
We don't have
for
an
that.
entrance for it at all.
He makes the cocktails in the corner. It's Cody's Cocktail Corner.
Cocktails and dreams, baby.
Nobody's on beat.
We're like the jerk.
It's like bad jazz.
I'm having,
It's like Steve Martin on the
Yeah.
jerk at the beginning. We have no idea how to keep a beat.
one of these days we'll have Tom Cruise on here, and I'll be like, "Cocktails and dreams, baby, let's go."
Yeah.
And he'll be like, "Scientology." And I'll be like, "Oh shit!"
Suck Scientology, let's flip some bottles.
So he mixes up a very fine cosmopolitan. As you can see, for those viewing, we had one out front and center there. That one's mine because it's as pretty as I am.
That's as pretty as Steve.
But tell us about this. Or yeah, it's what like
Very classic cocktail.
Mhm.
This goes back a long time. You're going to start with about, for one drink, you want to do about 2 ounces of vodka and make it nice and strong. About a ½ ounce of triple sec, and then a good splash of cranberry. And you want to put a little bit of lime juice in that. I shook these. You can just stir it. Most people just stir them.
you know,
In the ice. It's more of a straight up vodka cocktail. Like
Yep.
you want
This
you
is
want
a
the
very
vodka to be
classic,
heavy
yeah.
with a hint of lime and a hint of cranberry. I'm gonna say with these limes we got that Steve bought and the cranberry Steve bought, it's got a little more citrus to it. But
yeah, and it is because I did buy about organic limes, non-GMO organic limes, about non-GMO organic cranberry juice, and so it's because GMOs suck.
Yeah.
Just stay away
absolutely.
from
They're like the
Yeah.
worst.
Very unhealthy
See, I
for
just
you.
made a non-GMO beer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Just
yeah.
lets me stay away
You
from
talked
it.
about it earlier. Like you're like, fuck GMOs. I made a whole beer wrapped around not
That's-
GMOs.
yeah.
This is like
All organic because organic.
You have to,
organic
you know,
cocktail that we have
Stay
here.
away from nature. Science is getting too far out there.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
You want to go with nature over science.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Mother Nature provides
Yeah.
for us.
Exactly.
Mother Nature provided this cocktail.
Keep it natural. Keep it simple.
All organic,
Keep it simple, stupid.
non-GMO.
Yeah. Keep it stupid.
kiss.
But that cranberry juice is tart.
Yeah.
It's crisp.
But that cocktail is delicious.
Which
Yeah.
My kidneys are good.
Yeah, it's
My kidneys
it's
are gonna
more
be
tart,
good.
not very sweet. But
Yeah.
This is.
I like that.
I'm
I'm
saying your ocean spray big back
No,
bullshit.
it's
oh
not.
no, this is
This is the darkest cranberry juice I've ever seen. It stained the bottle.
which I don't know, just whatever my palate is. I don't really like sweet as much. I'm
Yeah.
more savory. Anyway, I'm more sour. I love sour.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
You
Oh,
know.
I'm
A lot of
definitely-
people
I want
aren't,
sugar.
but
I want all of the sugar.
Yeah,
that's how Carrie is too. She likes dessert. She likes things like that. I'm not at all. Like
No.
100%
I'll
opposite.
take an extra side of bacon after my meal.
Yes,
Like,
that's how I am.
my
Yeah.
That's where I'm
dessert,
at
you know?
too. Yes.
or if it's sweets, I do caramel and chocolate, dude. That's my jam whenever it comes to sweet stuff. But like fruits, yeah, I don't trust
do.
fruits.
That's crisp.
I don't trust too many
I don't-
fruits.
Hey, who needs them?
This
Yeah.
is a little bit
Fruits.
different of a Cosmo than I've ever had, that's for sure, because
That
the
is-
lime juice is very
Because you're
prominent.
so used to feeding garbage GMO into your system,
Those limes
But you
are
don't-
very
you
strong.
don't know how
limes.
to. Your body can't comprehend the
Get them
deliciousness,
GMOs out of there.
the
All out of there.
deliciousness of
Get 'em out.
organic of Mother Earth.
Mm.
That's
I
the
just-
true lime
I just
flavor.
muddled some fresh cranberries in here. I muddled some fresh lime. I just picked it out back. We grew it
Yeah.
out
Oh, at the
back.
farmer's market.
Oh, yeah.
Whole,
From the farmer's market.
You got
Yeah,
it
we
from
went
the
to the
farmer's
farmer's market. Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We go there
That are
every
all
day.
around us.
all the time.
We go there
around
every
us,
day
yeah.
because they have the best hours.
They're open 24/7.
Yes.
7. It's convenient. It's easy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just an old.
It's not like Walmart that's just open
Yeah.
every now and then.
And it's way easier than getting that Egg McMuffin in the morning.
Yeah.
You know,
Morning tomatoes and
Even-
afternoon
Well,
cosmopolitans.
I love the vodka. The guy made it from non-GMO potatoes. That was in there.
nice.
So that's where I got the vodka from.
Yeah.
All this is sourced locally.
Yeah.
Well, you were just talking about non-GMO hash browns.
Non-GMO.
yeah.
No GMOs.
No
No
GMOs.
But yeah,
I
that
can't wait till we get berated for that. That was
And this
pretty
is the
delicious.
last podcast ever.
last podcast on left. No, it's not.
The good thing is nobody listens to us, so we won't be berated at all.
Yeah, it's more like when you finally get famous. They're going to look back in this and be
Yeah.
like, oh, this is bad, guys.
All 24 of you people that listen to us right now.
Spotify would be like, we'd give you $1 million for the show, but you said some weird things.
Kind of fucked up, Bron?
Yeah, that's fucked up, bud.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, that's a good cocktail. It's a classic. We don't really rate the cocktail so much, but I enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, it's you're rating what I did for you. That would basically be it. And you could say, Cody, you did a horrible job making cocktail
Cody,
for
you
me.
fucking suck.
Why would you do that?
No, you made it great because you used all the
I think this
non-GMO
is
products.
this cocktail always makes me think of Sex in the City.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We always have it on girls' brunch.
Cosmopolitan. I mean, Sex and the City definitely made the Cosmo like the biggest.
Yeah.
That was like the coolest drink ever.
Is that
when
what set it
showed.
off? Is that what actually set it? That makes sense.
Like honestly,
well, I
like,
made it. It
was-
brought it out more.
Yeah.
that makes
It
sense.
shined a bigger light on
Yeah,
it.
no.
Yeah.
You're talking about a drink that was made in like
But
the
still,
40s and 50s.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
this
it's- yeah,
is-
right.
and it's been good back
But
then.
how
It's
many of
always
those
been
drinks
good,
aren't?
but
Yeah,
Sex in the City.
You don't like a Grassy Alexander
relevant.
drinks?
There's
yeah,
definitely-
exactly.
That was
There's
very
definitely a
popular.
lot
What the fuck
of-
is that?
Right?
sold after Sex
I don't
and the
know.
A Rio Daiquiri.
Yeah.
Can't have two conversations.
We're
I'm
talking
sorry.
about-
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Sorry, guys, split. Guys, yeah.
You're going to confuse the audience if you try to have two conversations here,
No,
guys.
hey,
We
you
could all
guys-
talk to ourselves.
You guys better have some ADD going on because there's a lot. There's
we
a
have-
lot to digest here. So
One at a time, guys. One at a time.
no, let's all just talk over each other for a lot.
So like I was saying, Derek.
Blah, blah, blah.
blah, 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 blah.
Literally always.
Hey, that's a good beer though. Blah blah blah. By 21st Amendment, that's a good beer. Sorry.
literally
Have you had that one yet?
I've not.
Oh, that's a good
I've
one.
not.
always sunny in Philadelphia based their whole show about 4 people talking over each other. So I think we're gonna be fine.
We've always been fans of that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Or is it 5 people? No, yeah.
That was
Oh God,
Five.
am I the
I think it was
bird?
Dennis, Mac, D, Charlie, and then Frank. So it is 5.
yeah.
Started 4. Okay.
Anyway,
Anywho, let's try this beer.
All right.
Do it to it.
Derek made it with his own GMO-loving hands.
There's no GMOs in this.
No
GMOs in
There's
this.
organic pumpkins.
genetically modified yeast. In this.
Yes.
So no,
Okay.
this is
Dude, I like the way you poured that in the mic, so it, like had the nice ASMR to it.
Oh, that's
Everybody
that's
shh.
nice.
Oh yeah. I swear you poured that one quieter though.
You put me on the spot then.
Nah, that sounded
Is that
good.
better?
Yeah. And then Sarah wants a little splash.
just a splash. That's
You
Cody's.
handed me your beer. That's your beer.
Hey, take this as well.
Yay, beer.
All right. So, Derek, tell us a little bit about Popes.
Pops Pumpkin Ale. Yeah, Pope's Pumpkin Ale. This beer here. So this is I feel like I bring you guys pumpkin ale every time I'm on the show.
Well, that's delicious.
Seems
Yeah.
like it, maybe.
I don't know why. No, this one here. It's this is actually aged in Bissell bourbon barrels. So it's sat for close to 9 months to a year.
Bissell bourbon barrels.
Bissell bourbon barrels. Bissell bourbon. I think we had a couple Woodford Reserves. They're all mixed together. We blended them all.
I know the Bissell.
You spiced it. You hopped it. It's good. It's a nice little mix of. It's definitely bourbon. You get a lot of bourbon out of it.
Yep.
Out of this one, I would consider this one more to be. I think I brought you guys, the year before is my first ever podcast here. This is this year's. This just got pulled out of barrels a while back. We're selling this out of the tap room. It's really more of a bourbon lover's beer.
Yeah.
You know? Again, it's just like, but I did add more spice this year than I think the one I made you guys try. I should have brought them back to back because I still have more.
Yeah, give them a little taste test back,
Yeah.
back and forth, but that's really good. Like you take it, you definitely taste that bourbon flavor in there. You can tell it's aged.
Yes.
I'm going to note to audio and video right now. You can see how it's almost like clear at the bottom, but it gets so dark towards the top. Like you can see there's almost like I don't know,
Like a color change or like
a little bit, but not much. It's just a nice.
It is
thick.
It is.
It's a nice
thick, nice. Yeah.
Definitely thick.
nice thick and just beautiful.
Yeah, and one of the main processes we did with this one too, because this one aged for so long, I actually added more, like more pumpkin, more spices to it after the fact too, after it came out of barrels, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, a lot of people like this. Kind of one of our weird cult following beers.
yeah, and it's definitely the perfect time for it. It's fall.
It's fall.
We're
It's
in
good.
spooky season.
so
right
good.
now.
Okay.
This is actually a good, very nice, maybe like with a cigar beer too. I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I obviously chug all my drinks, but I feel like that one I should have sipped on a little more. But I chug.
I'm gonna, and hopefully I'll bring this to you guys here. I got 2 barley wines coming out, which are just higher alcohol, strong ales, a smidge sweeter, more hoppy. They're both going to be about anywhere from 14 to 18% beers. I'm gonna bring those in bottles here pretty soon
Some
too.
heavy hitters.
Yeah, and they're turning out really nice. I'm really happy with them. They've aged in bourbon barrels.
That's going to be some strong.
The
If
heavy
it is at
hitter.
home, 14% is 28 proof. 18% is 36 proof. Just double them. Just double it.
Yeah.
Whereas like your
Strong
common Miller Lite's
ABVs.
like what 3.8 or 4.5 maybe.
You don't need a lot of these. Yeah, they'll,
Yeah.
3%.
So let's rate this bitch. What you got, Cody?
We're rating the popes.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me get a little sip here. You go ahead with yours.
I'm gonna give it a thumb. I won't go too. I want to go 2 thumbs, but most of the time I rate beer with how much of it I can drink, and that to me it's like it's a lot.
Oh yeah.
That's definitely
It's
like
not like an all day drinking beer.
The first thing
Yeah.
for me too, like I'm not a spice beer guy anyway, and this is like it's still a spice beer. So people who like pumpkin ale, I think would still
Yeah.
like this.
oh yeah, like it's definitely good.
Like, I'm not a Christmas ale guy. I'm not really a pumpkin guy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, and yet I only bring you guys spice beers on here.
But
Yeah.
I can see
But,
myself
you know,
definitely
it's-
coming in and
right.
grabbing one of those, and then wanting to move on.
Yes,
But it's still delicious. I'm still
well,
gonna
yeah.
enjoy it.
This is a sipper. This
Yeah.
is not a pounder.
Yeah.
But it does have a really nice bourbon quality to it.
Yep.
Like it's there. But yes,
I do like that, but it adds like a little too much of it. Not too, I don't know. To me, it adds a little too much of an element to where I don't want to drink a shit ton of them.
No, yeah.
But with me, like with beer, I want to drink a shit ton of it. But I say that now, and I'll show up next week and I'll slam like 12 of them at the bar, and you'll be like, Steve, you're cut off. I'm like,
Well,
you don't know what you're talking about.
There's certain ones that like Buck too. One is actually on. I'll bring this to you guys too. One we're doing called Call of Calvary. We had another version of this a long time ago. We changed the name of it. But Buck calls it his divorce juice because it's like it's a hoppy beer. It's an Imperial IPA.
Yeah.
I'll bring that to you guys at some point to try. But he called it divorce juice because one night, we're sitting around, we were drinking it and sitting at the bar, and pretty soon he drank too many, and I left at that point. And apparently he challenged a bartender to a game of basketball and got a little rowdy. And
I mean, you'll have that. I
that
guess.
happens, But he doesn't love some b-ball.
Drinking pumpkin
when you're
ale, why
drinking.
not grab a big ball that looks like a pumpkin and throw it in a basket?
Exactly.
There you go.
So what do you got it? What do you got it as, Codes?
That's what I do love is like this beer's got that pumpkin, it's got that vanilla, it's got that nutmeg, it's got that cinnamon, it's got that that nice smooth flavor to it, and it's not too overbearing. It's not kill you in your mouth with like clove or like something where it's like
Too much spice.
yeah, too much. You know when you get a pumpkin beer that's
Yes.
got too much spice? I hate that. And I'd almost say that this is way better than last year.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I feel like last year it had a little bit more of that kick in the back of your tongue. Where this has mellowed out my tongue a lot faster.
I do think this is the more it does. You don't have that sticking. A lot of beers that's you have that thing this lingering flavor that doesn't. It's there. You enjoy it. It dissipates.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I want from a beer. I don't want the beer to be permanent because, like, if I'm gonna drink like a nice pumpkin beer like this would be great with like, hey, let me have a burger and fries with a badass pumpkin beer. You know what I mean? I'm not drinking these all night. Nobody's gonna drink these all night because if you did, you'd probably go to jail.
This will send you to jail,
or at least be half naked when you woke up. I don't know, one of the two.
So what's your rate?
Probably half naked.
That's
in
what
jail.
I would do.
They call that the Winnie the Pooh. He always goes bottomless. I don't. Yeah,
I'm Pooh Bearing it right now.
On a pumpkin beer rating, solid 9 out of 10.
Okay.
Yes.
On an everyday drinking beer rating, I'd give it a great 7 out of 10. Like, I'm gonna drink 2 of these.
That's a fair
with some good food and be happy with that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
dude, give me some barbecue ribs.
I didn't realize
some barbecue with this.
I didn't realize we were going on 2 different scales because for a pumpkin
I was
beer,
gonna give
I'll
it
go
an
2
A+
thumbs.
for pumpkin.
Yeah, for a pumpkin beer, it's 2 thumbs up. But for what I expect out of a beer, like it's just
Yeah, no, it is, and it is. Like I said, I'm not.
You gotta rate it for what it is, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't like personally. I'm not a seasonal beer guy. I want to make the best possible beer for what people want. We do. We have like RGL, for instance. For me personally, it's just like too much cinnamon, too much nutmeg, everything. But like we're trying to get back to that old Great Lakes way back when. We're trying to get that, just that very that flavorful, in your face, just good, spicy, cinnamon.
Well, and you nailed that because
nutmeg.
it's delicious.
Yeah, exactly, and that's our Edgy Elf got like rave reviews last year.
Edgy
We
Elf
tried
is
it.
dope.
We're trying to keep it to that same quality. Do exactly. Don't I think a lot of breweries over time, the beer you get, you tend to like cut corners, lose what you're putting into it.
Right.
I believe in putting like even best spices, best things you can get. We still like doing even like the pumpkin. You got to have that pumpkin in there. In the boil kettle, doing this and that it gives a little bit more of an earthiness to it.
Yeah, you tend to make it better when you're only dealing with like 2,000 cases instead of like 5,000 cases. You're gonna try and get it out faster.
Yes,
try and do it like where can we cut corners? How let's just get it, or how can we make it cheaper so we get a better profit too? Sometimes like a lot of the breweries start doing that. It's like, oh, we're big, we're selling fucking cases on cases on cases. How do we make more money? And then they start losing quality, Right. So like that's dope that you're sticking to your guns and doing the quality.
And you have to. I mean, on certain levels, the bigger you get, you have to, even going from like people who homebrew, do something, you can expend more money than necessarily like, you can juice your own lemons and do this. And sometimes you're making like this kind of a tart or sour or, adding these expensive spices. The bigger you get, you have to learn to keep up that quality, but you can't always do the same thing the more you scale up.
Well, you told me the story of how many cans of number 10 pumpkin you guys opened up.
Oh Lord, yes.
Like, because you're making it with like a pure pumpkin.
Pure,
paste, you know what I mean?
Pumpkin
so
base. Yes.
So like you're opening up like 100 cans of number 10
openers.
cans. Like just like it's that pumpkin paste.
Well, and then Marty's wife, sweet soul she is, like we burned through everyone in the restaurants, like can openers and a couple of her Pampered Chef ones. And like we just destroyed them. Like,
can you imagine?
We're opening like 50 cans a day.
Like,
it was just crazy.
You have maybe more opened a number 10 can before on one of the big.
We had those. We had them in the military.
I burned through one of those. The big.
Jesus.
We burned through one. I opened so many cans.
Man, I used one that was still from like Desert Storm. It was installed and it didn't wear out yet, so I don't know how.
We burned through.
Yeah, that one was military grade though. So.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well,
it usually means shit. If you ever been in the military,
it kind of came down. The blade came down in the can, and then it like crushes against the can and then cuts around. So I mean, they were pretty industrial.
Yeah,
we still had to flip the blades up. I always burned out gears.
Yeah,
we fucked them up.
you gotta stop, sharpen your blades, lube the gears. You gotta do preventative maintenance on this shit, bud.
Hey, no, it's like we're using it.
You guys need
a couple months out of the year, and we're just
I used to be a maintenance guy. I could come be your maintenance guy.
Oh,
like about 120 a year.
120.
$1,000?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna cost a lot because I'm gonna have to be so in depth in it, and I'm gonna have to like scrap all the money that I'm making off this podcast.
They already have the maintenance guys, and it's all the brewers. We literally fix everything there. Yeah, it is, and I'm the worst, really, because I'm not good.
I was trying to make a dumb joke, but
hey. But if we had the money,
how bad
I
your
would
joke
hire
was
you.
there, Steve.
sometimes jokes don't land. Hey, whatever. Sometimes
That was stupid, Steve.
Terrible.
Boo.
I just kidding.
fucking idiot.
Stupid.
Oh.
Chicken wings, Steve. Chicken wings.
All right. I've been thinking because this is about the time whenever we go into like my list of things, and I want to figure out a name for this segment. Like, should it just be Steve's search history or like?
Oh God!
Oh, no.
That
This
sounds...
week on the internet, I learned, like because
Naughty
most of
stepsister.
most of everything off of these lists. No, that goes incognito mode. I'll do the.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve's search histories. I'm like, I don't think we should do this. I don't want to hear this.
No, it'll still be like all the PG stuff, but like most of the things whenever I bring up at this part of the podcast is the shit that I've stumbled across on the internet or heard in pop culture or kind of more current events, but still mostly internet bound.
With Steve's
It doesn't have to
good
like.
time.
Steve's good time.
Oh, that sounds worse than Steve's search histories.
Good time and Steve.
I love it.
Good time and Steve.
One of the first things that I want to bring up that I learned on the internet this week from Good Time and Steve.
Good time and Steve.
Did you know that when they first came out with like the passenger train and people were like, hey, here's a train people can ride on and you can go. And it goes like 50 miles an hour. That they were actually legitimately concerned that women couldn't ride it.
Yeah, I heard about this.
Because their bodies couldn't handle 50 miles an hour because they thought their uteruses would fall out.
I know about this. That's actually a thing.
Or they fall out. Why would they just
Suck
in?
No. It's
We're
because like
fragile beings.
because that literally never happened. So like someone just made that up.
No, men are stupid.
Oh no, we are horribly stupid. I agree with that. But
Well, and I'm sure there's probably like back then, obviously without being, I don't believe in this, but back then people thought that women were less than. Obviously they couldn't even vote, right?
yes.
So
yes,
it was probably fucking men's way of saying like women can't ride trains, their uteruses will fall out, and they'd be like women are here like, oh my god, I don't want to ride a train, so it was
right. So that was like a sailor thing too, right? They're like, oh, can't have a woman on this boat
because
She's
your
got-
uteruses will fall out.
No,
and you'll be
I think it was
cursed.
bad luck. It was
It's
cursed.
bad luck. It was a curse thing.
I only know that from
Expectancy.
Pirates of the Caribbean. That's the only reason I know that.
Yes, it's I got most of my history. from,
Me
too.
too.
Yes.
Life expectancy, I think, of a normal human back then was like 50 years old as
Yeah.
well. So, like,
Back when people
you
died
have to
of
understand, like, the
Scar-
science
scurvy.
is
Yeah.
not there. Like, nothing was there. So,
We would
like,
be like the
Right.
town elders
It's
right now.
just like-
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we'd be,
yeah,
we'd be
you,
fucking
you
old.
couldn't.
Yeah.
You couldn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it because they had no idea what was going on either.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like
I bet all
Well,
the women
they-
were like,
women- wait.
seriously, guys,
women have
seriously.
uteruses, we don't. That's what's gonna fall out. Like not even like their breasts. You know what I mean? Like, pick something more obvious, like the boobs can't handle 50 miles an hour. Like no, your uterus
Goddamn
will
uteruses.
fall out at 50
they
miles
know-
an hour.
Yeah.
like what the fuck?
Especially if you break fast. Right? Is that
Oh god, my uterus.
Oh no,
Oh no.
my uni.
I'm just waiting for my wife's to get repaired. Couple more weeks, you motherfucker.
All right, another thing I read. This one's pretty out there, very bizarre, but I want to preface it with this. Men are fucking stupid. We just kind of touched
Yeah.
base on that.
Absolutely.
yes?
One big
Oh,
thing.
there's more. Okay.
Yeah, one big
I
thing
thought that was it.
that we are dumb about is health problems.
Very.
You know,
stupid,
like
yeah.
like I got a bum knee that I still haven't gotten checked out. Like I went fucking a year with a tooth rotting out in my face before I finally got it fixed. Like I'm sure there's health problems you have, and you're like, it'll just.
It'll eventually go away if I ignore it long enough. Yeah.
I haven't been to a doctor in I don't know how long.
Well, and this again, we say, this is why women live longer because Carrie goes to the doctor.
Yeah.
Because she's a smart person.
Yeah.
I had blood
I go to
work.
the
I'm like,
dentist
oh,
every
this'll
6
go.
months.
I had blood work done. I did not go to a doctor. I had blood work done that tested me to make sure I don't have like cancer and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yada, yada, yada. And they're like, they sent it back. They're like, oh, your liver enzymes are high. No shit. Your your cholesterol's high. No shit.
Right.
That was it.
But it's still
but anything that was like could be like real bad, there was nothing there.
I
So.
still feel like
Yes.
there's some major
Score.
problems though. There's some major problems though that like when they happen you can't ignore it, right?
Right.
Like you have to go. You have to go.
Absolutely have to.
Oh,
yes.
shit.
So what I want to talk about is this dude went 2 years. 2 entire years with a problem where the urethra and like the stuff like by his penis in his butt, right?
I read
Okay.
about this.
The barrier got broken and he was
The taint?
no, it's in the they said it was a fissure in his urethra and that's real close to like I guess your anal tube. Like it was in there.
So your urethra.
Science.
Urethra is what you pee from.
So I'll tell you
Yes,
exactly
correct,
what happened.
yes.
Yeah, I'll tell you exactly what
Okay.
happened. They put a catheter in him and they botched the catheter and it poked through the barrier. And so this dude was
What?
he was peeing fecal matter. And and he was coming from his butt.
And the kicker was,
Wait,
he-
how do they
it was
know they were
2
doing- wait a minute,
years,
wait.
2 fucking
2
years.
years.
Why wouldn't you say something after, I don't know, the first piss shit?
Or the butt cum. That's my thing.
That's when you would draw the line.
Butt cum? There's something weird there.
I mean,
Well,
take
don't
a
know.
minute to think about that. What was he doing? He's like, at some point, he was like, "Oh, this is all right."
Wait.
I could see some fecal matter in your pee because it might just turn out a little darker. Like it could just get diluted, and it's not like you're, I ate peanuts, so I'm peeing out peanut poop. I think it was fecal matter. They said fecal
Okay,
matter.
everybody stop real quick. Stop.
Are
real
you
quick.
peeing out fecal
Stop
matter?
real quick. Everybody
Okay.
stop. Everybody stop.
Hold the
stop.
phone.
Too many people talking right now.
Hold the phone.
Stop. So you tell me
Yeah.
this guy went in and got a botched catheter,
Yeah. It's
and
even
then
better than that.
It gets better.
how long did
2
it go?
years.
He went 2 years.
2 years. With cum and pee coming out of his butt.
And
And they found fecal matter in his urine. An obvious
they
UTI.
found fecal matter as yours, but it was probably just like a little bit.
Yeah, no,
through,
like you're not pissing turds,
Yeah, I want to be like
That's
that.
impossible. Yeah,
That'd be in
that's-
like kidney stones times 17.
Right.
But like, I don't think it was having that.
But like I said, you could probably overlook the urine thing because it's just fecal matter. Like maybe it's just dark urine. There's obviously not going to be a lot of solids that pass through that tiny little barrier. But apparently there was cum coming out of his butt and pee coming out of his butt. And he went 2 years without it until one day his balls hurt. His balls hurt. So he
Okay.
went to the doctor. They looked at his balls. They checked it all out, and they found a gas mass in his testicles, and it was farts. He was farting into his balls, and so then they did all the
This
research.
sounds this sounds insane.
100% true. I looked on
This
a
is
whole
not
bunch of
true.
different.
I think I first saw it in IFL Science.
Yeah,
It was the first place I read it, but no, it's an actual like
and so the
that's
better
been
part,
studied.
the better
It's
part
real.
is they
methane gas.
There's more.
yeah they traced it back to when it happened. The catheter.
Yeah.
The reason he got a catheter is because he was in a coma for 3 days because of a cocaine and PCP overdose.
Okay.
Oh,
That actually, and then that brings it full circle. That makes
Okay.
sense.
All
You
right.
wouldn't notice.
right,
That's fine. All right.
notice
It's starting
at
to
all.
make sense now.
This is all right.
He overdosed. He's still high as fucking as a kite, and he's like, "Look at this, guys! I can come out of my ass." It was like a parlor trick to him.
So in my head, I'm just sitting here like, man, it's just some weird guy.
I was literally picturing
yeah,
a guy
no.
in a suit for some reason, like a very intelligent man who went to a doctor.
No,
And I was like, why wouldn't he say anything?
No, you must
I was
remember.
no,
that
I was
everything in life
seeing
is
some
kind of
weirdo
stupid.
in my head like
Oh,
that
okay,
has
you
like
were-
14 cats in his house and like likes to
Like a
party.
hoarder?
Likes to party.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
not the worst person. But then it got scared. But he's like, "How do I go and approach the doctor with this? I don't know how to do it.
Right, that kind
I'm so timid." Yeah,
That
and
could
then
be
all of a sudden
embarrassing,
his
like-
balls got elephant size, but no, he just a meth addict.
I guess that could be
Crazy.
embarrassing. Like, how do you go to the doctor and be like, I got semen coming out of my ass? It's like, well, you probably get fucked in it. And it's like, no, I swear I don't. Brings a whole new meaning to the to the art of felching. Is anybody familiar with felching?
I don't.
know.
Are we going too? We're
shit.
going,
I
we're going
laugh
too.
like I knew,
Steve,
but
we're
I
going too
don't
far.
know.
We're going
Read
too
it-
far.
read it,
We're
Chuck-
already gone too far.
Read a Chuck
We've already gone
Palahniuk
too
book
far.
or Google search felching. You'll figure it out.
We've already
Oh,
gone
please
too
don't do that
far.
on your computer.
I'm not.
Okay,
Podcast
good.
and-
I already know what it is.
Okay. Oh God.
Because I read a Chuck Palahniuk book.
We've already gone too far.
Oh yeah, I have. Yes. Oh yeah, I have. Yeah, that's. You know what you said? You said Polonic. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Another thing I learned on the internet this week. This one's a little lighter.
I hope to God it is because you
There's-
just went
there's-
so far with that
These
one.
are just.
Remember the movie Tombstone?
Yes.
Val Kilmer was Doc Holliday. The
I'll
drunk,
be your
right?
Huckleberry.
Yes, that
Maybe a
phrase
Pocus nut.
is misspoken.
Okay.
I never knew this. So, a pallbearer is a person that carries the casket, right?
Yeah.
And apparently down in the South, the handles on the casket are called huckles. And so the line was supposed to be,
I'll be a Huckle Carry.
I'll be your hucklebearer. As a pallbearer.
Wow, that makes more sense.
But he said it as, I'll be your huckleberry. And everybody's like, what the fuck's your
Linguistically, that just rolls off better.
Yeah, but everybody's
Yeah.
like, I even like, what the fuck does he mean? But now, like, I was like so surprised. I'm like, oh, that's what the fuck it means. He's like, yeah, try me. I'll carry your fucking casket, bro.
Well, that's more badass.
That's
Which is way more
yeah.
badass, dude.
Which that's one of Val Kilmer's best roles.
Yeah.
Like I just, it's badass.
But, like, once I learned that,
I
I'm
have
like,
never
holy
seen it.
Shit, that's fucking amazing. Like, that's such a baller, badass, like, hardcore fucking
So
thing.
How'd you just say, Sarah?
I have never seen that movie.
it's funny enough, Tyler.
I have
Dutton
never seen it.
Had never seen it before we did Cowboy Day.
Yeah.
Be your Huckleberry and
yeah.
make
Did
you
him
watch it.
No, he watched it by accident because I said you got to prep up for this and that, and he was watching Tombstone the same time I was. He's like, I've never seen this movie, and I was like, what?
Yeah,
I've
I
watched
have
that
never
movie
seen it. I'm so
35
sorry.
times at least.
Yeah.
Really?
Minimum.
Oh, minimum. I love.
I don't
that
think I've
movie.
seen it that many times,
Oh,
but I've seen it
Yeah.
at least like 5 or 6 for
I've
sure.
seen
But
a
I
lot
should
since
watch
I was
it more.
a kid till now. Like,
I can quote so
great
many.
movie. Yeah. And
Go ahead, skin that smoke wagon. That sounds dirty, but it's not.
it's just a great Western film, but yes.
The funny thing is, I grew up, and my parents always had westerns on Sundays. I don't think I've ever seen it.
Western Sundays.
Yeah.
On the 5 channels that we had, there was like a channel that just played westerns all
Oh,
day.
those are probably
Oh, yeah, you guys
1920s.
had-
yeah,
Yeah,
they were
no,
like
this
black
is-
and white westerns.
Yeah,
They
no,
weren't
this is
good
a
ones.
Good modern.
Those are, and
This
like
is-
so when I grew up, I was like, I hate western movies
Yeah.
because that's all we watched, and we only had the one TV in the house with the 5 channels with the satellite. We can get the 6th if you turn it right. You know, but
Yeah.
I don't like western movies because of that.
You guys didn't even have air conditioning, and then you move out and they get air conditioning in the like dish.
Yeah, seriously, my senior year, like a week before I graduated, they got an AC unit and they got a DirecTV. I was like, thanks, guys. Thanks.
Hey, you cost a lot, Sarah. Okay.
God damn.
It was just me.
You had to run so much track.
Yeah.
There's
I had
shoes.
outdoor
all the time.
sports that didn't need the equipment. I
The
had
shoes were expensive.
there's
You
school
didn't
paid for my shoes.
You didn't,
Bullshit.
you didn't need entertainment. You ran.
Where'd that Mustang come from?
I had a job at McDonald's. I babysat and I cleaned horse stalls at Saltwell Stables.
How'd you eat?
McDonald's.
You were born here.
Yeah, I was born.
I'm going. I'm reaching. I don't know. Yeah, your parents suck, apparently.
Yeah.
Sorry if you're watching the show.
They won't. No worries.
Hi, Dan and Gloria.
I did,
You're
Laura.
fantastic people.
She gave your daughter some AC and some fucking shoes, apparently.
Yeah.
You bitches.
Yeah, down bad jazz. But yeah, I think that's about all I got.
That was your
All right, I mean, let's see.
Steve's meme corner. I don't know what we're calling it.
The things I learned on the internet this week. I got one more to touch on.
Oh.
If we want to keep it rolling.
It's not as weird as
No,
some other
just a
shit.
fun fact.
The piss shit guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Butt
don't
cum.
ever need that again.
I literally had it on my list. It just said
that
butt
went.
cum.
That went too far.
You know what? You made eye contact with me earlier before we started
Yeah.
this, and I said, he's
because I hinted at it, and then you're like, "Oh, it's that thing." I'm like,
I was like,
"Save it,"
eh.
because it was a medical thing.
Yeah.
Just so you know, if you're coming out of your butt, you should get it checked out. Don't wait 2 years.
Steve and I read, the newest medical journals.
Yeah. Yes, we are.
Science. We're men of science.
Yes, we are men of science and men of medicinal purposes.
I thought you like organic, not science.
What we love.
All right.
Wait. Which me are we talking to right now?
I don't know right now.
No, I don't think we need to go any further.
I don't think so. I think we got enough time on
I mean,
this.
natural sciences, but better.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I think we have enough time on this one. We've recorded enough. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to take this chance to remind you to click like and subscribe, do all that things, share us with your friends and family.
Find us on Facebook, Instagram,
Especially share this
Twitter.
Share this episode with your grandparents. I'm sure they need to know about the butt cum incident.
That guy that peed poop through his.
Yeah. If you're coming out of your butt, get it looked at.
If we don't see you tomorrow, we'll see you all in hell.
Jesus, you went real dark.
And Derek's never invited back again.
Man, that was my last goodbye, guys.
Thank God. Jesus.
Sorry, butt coming too far.
I guess our outro's gone.
No, it's the waiting on you to closer.
All right. Did you have a damn good time, Steve?
I did have a damn good time.
All right. Did you guys have a damn good time over there?
Damn good time.
Damn good time.
Damn good time.
Cody, did you have a damn good time?
A damn good time. Love you all.
Love you
To
guys
all
here.
a good night.
Love you guys here.
Oh.
Love you guys out there listening and watching. Catch you next week.
Catch you next week, guys.
Cheers.